Hi everyone, how are you? So this video includes my thoughts and opinions only. Please do your own research. First off, I want to apologize for the sound in my last video. It was terrible. I apologize. Trying a new microphone obviously did not work out well. I won't do that again. Now, as you are aware, I'm sure Meghan Markle has pounced out like an evil jack in the box, and she's doing her usual cycle, right? When she's been doing this for years, she disappears for weeks or months, and then she pops out, and it's puff piece after puff piece, drama after drama. Now, this time it appears to have worked against her, but again, this could all be strategized, like purposefully. But I think that one of the things with the outrage over her video that she took in Paris near the site where Princess Diana died is the witch work behind it, the sorcery. And there is a lot of evil sorcery with this. She is a Luciferian. She is evil witch. She wants to be a, archetype. Her Sussex Squad called her an arch princess. No, not arch witch. Arch priestess, I think they called her. So she's in the satanic order of things, and she's one of the, priestesses or, top witches there under Hillary Clinton and the rest. So anyways, it all started out on October 6th. Meghan posted that video, which I'm going to show you in a second real quick. And she's taken it down since then. So it was only up for like a day or less than a day even. And this is one of many tweets exposing her doing this, taking a video at the scene of Princess Diana's death here. Okay, so she's barefoot. She's wearing nylons, it looks like. I thought she hated wearing nylons. She just couldn't wear them when she was in the royal family. But aside, he's traveling in a Mercedes-Benz, which is what Diana died in. And you notice she not only shows the place where Princess Diana died, but then she turns the camera to her legs and ugly feet and crosses her legs into an X shape there. Oh, it does look like she's wearing pointy black shoes. I thought she had bare feet because I thought right here it looked like bare feet, but I think there's actually black shoes. But that shininess definitely looks like nylons, if I'm not mistaken. Like she's wearing nylons, which I thought she never did. Maybe she's not. I don't know. Maybe it's a dark video, so it's hard to tell. Okay, she is wearing pointy black shoes there. You can kind of see the reflection there. Her witch shoes. But at any rate, so she puts her feet up and she crosses her legs into an X while showing this. Now, some have said that she did go to Princess Diana's death site and did a little ceremony or something there with her Netflix crew, and that this video may come out at a later date. But I want to point out the significance of this because, as I mentioned in my last video, but you probably couldn't hear, Meghan Markle always does things on eclipses and or full moons, new full moons. Same thing with the eclipses. They're new full moons. When the ecliptics are a little more powerful. But this was a full moon night. Okay, this is October 5th. It was right before the culmination of the full moon. And the full moon that occurred on October 6th, the very next day, or a few hours later even, is known as the harvest moon or the hunter moon. It's a full moon. It was also a super moon, so it appeared larger and brighter. So a super moon is also pertinent with this sorcery that she's doing. So it's the hunter's moon. So on the hunter's moon, Meghan goes to Princess Diana's death site and makes this video on the full moon, the hunter's moon. And don't forget, right here in Wikipedia, Goddess Diana is primarily considered a patroness of the countryside and nature, hunters, wildlife, childbirth, crossroads at night. So she is, that's why you always see her depiction, and why Scam Jam points out, you see the statue, there's goddess Diana with a dog. The huntress, she always has the dogs, hunting dogs. And that's why Scam Jam says that Meghan's always posing like that. Not long ago, a picture of her with her dogs. So she seems to be trying to get this energy of Diana constantly doing this sorcery. There's definitely witchcraft involved in this, without a doubt. I guess she thought that people wouldn't catch this. I mean, the Americans probably wouldn't really catch it. I wouldn't have caught it because I don't know Paris that well. I mean, some Americans do, but it was mainly the British, the Europeans. They knew this right away. You know what this was. You know, so I mean, come on, Princess Diana died like 30 years ago, right? I mean, it's been so long. No, especially no young people are going to know this, right? But yeah, but people did know. People still remember, particularly the press, because remember, the media was blamed for this, even though they weren't even there, as others have pointed out. When she died in the tunnel, there was no paparazzi there. They didn't show up till 10 minutes later. They're far behind. So yeah, it just goes to show. But of course, and immediately Meghan tries, when the press, Daily Mail, talked about how disgusting this video was, how low class and trashy and evil Meghan is to do a video like this. Meghan tries to blame the media and say, "Oh, you're just being mean to me," and blah blah blah. So again, trying to blame the media, but the media is not backing down. And actually, what's going on right now is she's apparently so upset about it that her and her Sussex squad are accusing people. Anyone who disparages Meghan over this, they're going, "Oh, we're going to sue you for defamation." But it's not defamation because Meghan put this on her public Instagram account. And if you put something up from the public and you're a public figure, people can say whatever they want about it. So yeah, so full moon, Diana Huntress. I thought she was barefoot. I didn't realize she was wearing wearing shoes. So there is symbology with bare feet, but it looks like she was wearing shoes. So I'm going to skip that. But there is a significance of the X, right? X is one of the Freemason satanic symbols that they use, right? It's a symbol of change, used in ancient religions, with mystic traditions, Illuminati, other secret societies. Some interpretations link X to the sun god and suggest it carries sexual and transformative meanings. But it is definitely one of the symbols you see for the Satanists, the Freemasons. It's supposed to have a powerful, so with ritual usage, ceremonies, the X pattern as a sign of respect to indicate serious commitments to fraternity's values. In the Masonic degree, X symbolizes the Knights of East and West. It signifies powerful, mysterious spiritual energies, etc., etc. So there is, satanic symbology with the X. Yeah. Oh, it's the 10 aspect of Jewish Kabbalah's tree of life. It represents the 10 aspects. So the Kabbalah is very much another satanic sect that, it goes with that. So could be something with that. I'm not saying there is, but there you have it. She's wearing black. She's crossing the legs in X. And this is the article from New York Post, as well as Daily Mail. She was, of course. Now there's this picture that also came up, which I thought was funny. This person's claiming that it's an authentic photo. It may be. I can't verify or deny whether this is real or not. That'd be great. I did go to Getty Images for her latest pictures here. And in Getty Images, there's very few pictures. She gets any picture she doesn't like taken down. So you can see here, she looked pretty hideous in the white. TRG says that she felt like Meghan was showing, wearing Ku Klux Klan outfit. Of course, black and white, like the black and white checkerboard is also very satanic, Masonic. And Malignantia is also very satanic, as you know, with their quite obvious from their pedophilia. A lot of Satanists are pedophiles and all of that. So yeah, she looked very hideous. But that picture, I could not find it here on Getty Images. It could have been there and it was taken down. I don't know, because all these pictures that are up there are more flattering of her, but she's as evil as ever. And just one last thing, it looked like Harry was piggybacking off of her. They were trying to do a double whammy on us with the media, and or Harry was trying to distract people, perhaps from criticizing her with her Princess Diana video. I don't know, but all I know is at the same time this came out, Harry claimed that he had a stalker, and claimed that the stalker came within feet of him. Now, this is interesting because he did have a stalker at his trial. Remember the trial that he lost? And it was, I forget which it was a Sussex squatter who went there, and she was, saying, "I love you, Harry," yelling at him. And she was, I don't know, I think she was in the courtroom and everybody saw the video. There's a video of her people were looking at, and she was sitting there. She looked drugged out or something. But Harry didn't complain about her. She was only feet away from him, behind him in the courtroom. Now, suddenly, out of nowhere, oh, there's a black woman there, there's a stalker. Which, again, TRG looked into and said, no, she wasn't a Sussex Squad stalker. She was just an ordinary woman just standing there, and she wasn't bothering anyone. So the whole thing seems to just be, made up lie here. Another lie from Harry and Meghan. More lies, making up this idea of him having a super fan stalker, which he really doesn't. The only ones he has are the ones him and Meghan pay for. Another facet of this is the fact that Meghan was with Marcus Anderson. Everyone was saying, "Where's Harry? Where's Harry?" But they're saying that she says Marcus Anderson's gay, but some say he's bi. So maybe there is something going on here. And there was a point where one of the models tripped and fell on the catwalk, and Meghan did her laughing thing with her hand to her face, just like she did on Buckingham Palace when she was part of the family. And during the parade, someone fell off of his horse. People commented Marcus Anderson didn't respond. He didn't play along with her. And she was narc injured at that moment from that because she was obviously making a fool out of herself. No one else was laughing, just her. So this was 2019 when one of the guards fell off his horse, and Catherine put her hand to her face. She was horrified, and Meghan was laughing, covering her face. So she has a habit of doing that. She's been doing that for a long time. She covers her face with a smirk, like laughing like that appropriately. Now, I saw this on Twitter as well, which Megalodon is very involved with, and it says that the blabbermouth Daniel and his cohorts said that Meghan is livid about the Daily Mail article, and she's called the lawyers who's having a legal notice sent over this article. Meghan Markle posts insensitive video of her with her feet up being driven past Princess Diana crash tunnel. Now, again, I have to look at this to do a reading. Again, I did a reading on what message she was sending. I think there's a lot of sorcery involved in this. Again, I think she stopped at the actual place and did something as well. But, is all this just more brouhaha for her to say, "I'm so attacked by the media, just like Diana"? Because, obviously we know she put this up on her Instagram. And it's kind of reminiscent of, it's all the Satanists are coming out now. They're all like in our faces. And it's just like the 2024 Olympic ceremony in France, very evil, very satanic. And she's doing the same stuff here. So I kind of think this is all orchestrated by her. I mean, we know what she did was, but as well as the reaction and her reaction, counter reaction to everyone's reaction, which is playing the victim of the media and suing everyone, or at least trying to sue everyone. Of course, you can't, as other people have pointed out here in this one, that you can't sue for defamation for something that you posted publicly on social media. That's on you, babe. It's on you. But her Sussex squad are running with that, trying to say, oh, now she's going to sue you for defamation if you talk about this. It's just ridiculous. And of course, there was a lot of mimicking Princess Diana as well with the dress, people have pointed out. And Meghan's mole brought up some photos of how Meghan would imitate Princess Diana in the car. How is that Meghan's in these pictures coming out of, what was his name again? Well, that guy that gave her a place to Terry, whatever. Anyways, how is it Meghan always seems to have a driver with glasses, just like Diana, in every of these pictures of her coming out of Tyler Perry? That's it. It just came to me. Tyler Perry's birthday party. That's what these are from. And how is it Meghan manages to get drivers with glasses? I suspect she requests it and says, I want a driver with glasses, just so she can pose like this, looking to the side. She's that creepy, crazy, and deranged and evil. And of course, it's all about CIA subliminal messaging here and associating herself with Diana, trying to seep that into everybody's unconscious without you realizing it. She doesn't want you to pair this up and see exactly what she's doing. There's a lot of subliminal messaging going on here with what she's doing with her CIA buddies there, her chia pets. So, I mean, you can look at this as a deranged psychopath, mentally ill. But I think it's much more than that. I really do. I think that is for all of us, not just Harry. It's for everyone to, on some level, accept her as Princess Diana 2.0. And they're working really hard on that, manipulating everybody's conscious and unconscious with this stuff. And that's why you have to be so on guard with what you watch and what you consume, what you take in, because they're doing this with everything, right? So all the media, movies, TV shows, videos on social media, everything Megalodon puts out. You've got to be aware that you're picking up things consciously and subliminally with everything, and you really have to, the way to combat that, and the same with neuro-linguistic language tricks they use, is to constantly be on alert and questioning everything. Say, wait a minute, what are you doing there? And of course, mocking and making fun of them helps as well. Oh, and one last thing I almost forgot. This is the video Meghan doesn't want you to see for sure. She's being snubbed, ignored by Kristen Scott Thomas. So you can see in this video, Meghan starts off trying to say something to Kristen Scott Thomas, but she ignores her completely. So then Meghan turns to the other woman, and then Kristen Scott Thomas walks away. So you see it again. Here's Meghan saying something. I heard she had bad breath and she smelled bad. But see how Kristen Scott Thomas pretends like she doesn't hear her? Meghan's talking, so Meghan turns to the other woman and says something. And that woman turns towards her. So then Kristen Scott Thomas is like, oh, I'm out of here. Later, I'm not. And I look at Meghan looking over at her like, are you watching me? Are you watching me? But Kristen Scott Thomas totally gray rocks her. Like, she has experience with narcissists like that, so she knows better. So Elizabeth keeps a smile on her face and walks away.